Hands either side of the navel. The elbows rest, and the shoulders rest on the floor. Lightly placing the tongue in position. Now just relax the face, the jaw, around the eyes, any stress in the face. The tongue in position, start to slowly, gently start to bring the breath into the belly. The belly expands. Let the navel fall to the spine as you exhale. A few deep breaths into the belly. Always a good place to draw the attention if the mind is busy or anxious. Just come into belly breathing. Filling the space below the navel, to the sides of the navel and above the navel. Keep breathing into the belly as you bring your palms together. Draw the base of the thumb to the eyebrow center. So in the palms in prayer position. Dragging the base of the thumb just slightly from the top of the forehead downwards towards the base of the forehead. So there's a feeling of drawing the skin downwards. The elbows rest above the armpits, palms touching. Just this light pressure on the forehead center. As you're inhaling, press the tip of the tongue lightly against the upper palate. As the belly expands. As you're exhaling, relax the root of the tongue, the sides of the tongue, towards the throat, towards the heart. Expanding the belly as you inhale, slight pressure of the tongue against the upper palate. Releasing the sides of the tongue, the root of the tongue, as the navel moves towards the spine. Couple more rounds. And exhaling fully as you release, drag the thumbs down the forehead a little till the hands release off the face. Release the arms by the sides. Relax the breath. The eyes gently open, take the knees in towards the chest. Interlace the fingers around the tops of the shins. Taking a breath in, slowly on the exhale, lifting the head and shoulders. Draw the knees in a little tighter. Hairline towards the navel. Pressing down through the lower back. Inhale the head towards the floor as you lift the hands to the backs of the knees. A little roll on the spine a few times. Next time you come up across the ankles, do your best to roll over them. Onto all fours. Have your toes curled. Shoulders over the wrists, head neutral, waist neutral. Tongue in position again. Inhaling through the nose. As you lower the head, tongue out, navel to the spine, Uddiyana. Hold the grip on the navel, the pelvic floor. Keep that grip as you lift the head and inhale. Releasing the grip as you exhale, head down, tongue out. Navel, pelvic floor grips. As you lift the head, inhale between the navel and the pelvic floor. Exhaling, tongue out, head down. Hold the grip, one more. Relaxing the grip as you exhale. Follow the navel to the spine, pelvic floor lifts, holding the grip on the empty, lifting the knees, hips up and back, then inhale as you sharpen and straighten the legs. Exhale through the mouth, through the nose, mouth closed. Uddiyana, grip the navel, pelvic floor. Inhale behind, below the navel. Look for length in the spine as you're inhaling. Exhaling, mouth closed. All the way, scoop the belly out. Couple more. Uddiyana. One more breath. Exhale all the way to empty. Navel to the spine. On the empty, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop, feet together. Lengthen as you inhale. Legs firm, folding in as you exhale. Uddiyana. Arms together. Press into the feet to come up, inhale. And release, exhale. Alright, can face the front. I'll just adjust my camera a little bit. So if we stand with the feet shoulder distance. So we're working a little bit with the second form. We'll get more into it on Friday and next week, but we'll just bring in a few elements today like we did on Tuesday. So let's start by circling the hips. We'll do a couple of Qigong movements to remind you of what you were doing a few weeks back, in case it gets lost in all we've been doing. So we'll do the 3 swings this morning before we start the form. And as I've been saying, I find it useful to do a bit of Qigong before I get into the form, change direction. Kind of wakens things up gently, gives me some sensitivity to what's coming next. Change the direction again. Big circle with the waist and the hip. Changing. One more time. And then okay, so let's start with knees bent slightly. Screw the knee out. All the ball below the navel. Relax the weight on the feet. Now we'll just start with the shifting and then we'll work into the first swing and so on. So when you're ready, just start to shift across to the right. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the other side. Take the weight down on the foot, track the knee straight ahead. Try not to move from the hip or the shoulder, move from the center. Couple more rounds, just shifting. One more to the left. Now as you go to the left, just let the arms relax. And we're going to shift to the right, turn towards the right. Shift to the left, turn towards the left. So now we're going to shift first and turn towards that shift. And the arms are loose, and you're just gently tapping the side of the hip, back of the hip. And the lower dantian. The waist, navel turns towards the shift. Keep the weight shifting across, so the weight stays down on the feet, don't come up and down. So when you're too high up with your arms, your hands should be more or less tapping your hip, not your waist. Now we're going to move towards the second swing. So be prepared to turn the left foot in a moment. So next time you go to the right from the left, turn the left foot forward, shift, turn the right foot forward. So now you're turning away from the shift towards the foot that turns. Turn it from the ball of the foot, heel forward, heel lifted. Now the arms swing around the waist. Tapping the liver, the spleen, stomach. Keep going, I'm just going to move my mat out of the way. So remember to shift your weight, don't stay in the middle. You have to turn the foot, shift, take the weight on the standing leg. Foot that turns, very little weight, maybe 10% of your weight is on that leg. Now we're going to get into the third swing, a little trickier, so let's do it slow first. So back to the center, knees bent, arms go up, come down, you shift to the left, one arm in front, one arm behind. And the hands come down, up, down, and out. Up, down, and out. All I see is a bunch of flailing arms and legs, so hope you got it. So this one works to open the heart, lungs, and the brain. The channels in that area. Couple more. Then come back to the center and relax. Just be aware of the feeling in the limbs. So we've touched the lower, middle, upper, but it'd be good also to touch on the spine before we move into the form. So we'll do the swim with the dragons because it's nice and effective. So when you're ready, feet shoulder distance, palms up by the hips, inhaling. As you reach forward, stick the hips back, turn the palms down, exhale. On the empty, palms up, drive the hips forward, feet down, inhale, move the spine into the body, head back maybe, exhale, hips back. Palms up empty, inhale, drive the hip forward, sacrum, lumbar, thoracic. Exhale, drive the hips back. Continue at your arm rhythm, 9 sets. Now, comfortable taking the head back, just look forward, but move up into the thoracic spine. Couple more. Next time you come to stand up, just straight up, inhale. Palms down, exhale. Turning the feet out. So now we'll start the form. So anytime we come, we're not sure when the form starts. It's when we start with the Vajrashakra. Then you know from that point on it's the shadow form. So exhaling fully. Palms forward. Inhale. And exhale. Now I wanted to do the Udiyana, so I got ahead of myself. So just parallel the feet again, shoulder distance. We'll do a couple of standing Udiyanas, then we'll come into the Vajrashakra. So arms down again, inhale. Bend the knees, tongue out, exhale. Tongue in, navel back, hold the grip. Start to rise, then inhale, arms out. Exhale, tongue out. Navel back, chin in. Hold the grip. One more. Inhale. Exhale, tongue out. Kidneys back, sacrum forward. Hold the grip. Inhale to rise. And we stand on the hands, kaki, so hands underneath the feet, bring the feet in closer. Stand between the thumb and the index finger, lift the collarbones, purse the lips, inhale. Hold the breath in, head neutral. Tongue up, then exhale. Udiyana, grip the navel, head back, inhale. Hold it in, head neutral. Then exhale. Udiyana. One more. Inhale. Hold the breath in as you lift your hips, feet together. Uttanasana. Exhale. Udiyana. Hands together. Press down to come up. Inhale. And exhale. Stepping out. So wider than shoulder distance. Feet turned out. Now we do the Vajrashakra. Inhale, bend the elbows and knees. Hold ball. Relax equally on the feet. Base of the skull lengthens up. Chin slightly down and in. down, exhale. To the eyes. Press out, exhale. Drawing in. And down. 2 more. Mark the empty. Mark the top of the inhale. One more set. Exhale. Long inhale. Up, down, up to the left. Down on the outside. Inhale as you're coming up. Exhale as you're going down. Do one more set, so back across to the left. Nice and slow, move with your breath. The length of your breath dictates the speed of your movement. From the right inhale to the center. Hold the breath. Down, up, down, one time around. Heels forward, Chakrabandha, hands down. Feet and hands turned out. Lengthen from the groin to the knee. Feet heavy, hands light. Exhaling fully. Now take your heels back as you squat. Let the upper arms lightly rest inside the top of the knee. So you want to feel like your shoulders are right over your hips. You're not leaning forward. You have to be upright. Press the knees away from each other. Lengthen from the groin to the knee. Keep the collarbones lifted. Now as we lift the hips, interlace the fingers. Parallel the feet, hands between the feet. Engage the legs, lengthen the chin forward. Come in and out of this a few times. So as the feet turn out, squatting down, keep the shoulders over the hips. So your arms might rest in different positions depending on the length of your arms, as long as your shoulders stay over your hips. And slowly inhale straight. Interlace the fingers. Feet parallel. Weight the hips forward. Chin forward. Don't let the head relax here. Keep the chin forward. Then feet turned out. Squat down, exhale. Lift the collarbones. Shoulders over the hips. Inhale to lift, interlace. Exhale, extend the chin, lengthen the spine. Uddiyana, navel to the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Now we'll do it with the breath a few times. So inhale up into your legs. Exhale, chin forward. Inhale, chin forward. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, lift the spine. Lift the hip. Exhale, chin forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, chin forward. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, sit upright. Now let's come up again. Exhale, Uttanasana variation. Now you take hold of the big toe, left foot first. Big toe comes in, right big toe comes in. So big toes turn in, heels out, hands up on your thighs. Turn your fingers up towards the groins. Spine parallel to the floor. Press the thighs back as you bring the hips forward. Then inhale, lengthen the chest forward. Tongue out as you exhale. Follow the navel to the spine. Uddiyana. Hold the navel towards the spine. Inhale into that space behind it, below it. And exhale the tongue out again. One more. Inhale. Press the hands into the thighs. Lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, tongue out. Hold the grip as you release your hands, feel it together. Inhale. Hips forward, then full Uttanasana, exhale. Arms together at the heart. Press the feet down to come up and down. Then exhale. So there's a little bit more just there we'll work on from Friday. Takes a little while to go through it, so we'll give ourselves time with Friday. Stepping your legs out. Exhale fully. Elbows and knees bend. Inhale. Exhale. Sacrum forward, gaze up, inhale. To the left, chakra. Exhale. Trunk up from the right, sacrum forward, shoulders over the hips. To the left, exhale. Sacrum forward at the top, head back, inhale. One more to the left, exhale. Sacrum forward, inhale. Then we go 3 to the right. One more to the right. Head neutral, shoulders over the hips, exhale, sink in the horse. Release the arms and the legs. Arms forward, inhale. And exhale. Now we'll just set up for the warrior part coming on Friday. So bring your fist at your hip. So we'll just do it with the legs straight, then we'll do it with the knees bent. So inhaling, you're going to punch with the right fist first. Turn the wrist to face the floor as you punch. And pull that in as you inhale. Turn the wrist up. Punch with the left. Turn the wrist down. Pull the wrist in as you turn the wrist up. Inhale. Turn the wrist down as you exhale. Punch. Hold in. Inhale. Wrist up. Punch. Turn the wrist down. Exhale. Wrist up. Inhale. Now bend the knees, exhale, punch the right arm. Wrist up, inhale. Exhale, punch with the left. Wrist up, inhale. Exhale, punch with the right. Inhale to pull in. Exhale to punch out. Inhale, pull in. Then palms down, exhale, straighten. Forward with the palms, inhale. And exhale. So we'll do that one more time, just starting from the other side. So make a fist at the hip, inhale. Exhale. Punching with the right first, inhale. Punch, exhale. Turn the wrist empty, inhale, pull in. Exhale, punch with the left. Empty, turn the wrist, inhale, pull in. Exhale, turn and punch. Wrist up, empty, inhale, pull in. Exhale, punch. Empty, pull in. One more set. Pull in with the left, inhale. Arms down, slowly straighten. Arms forward, inhale. And exhale. So at least that's the beginning part of the boxer, but there's a lot more to it, so we'll go into that. Most of you know it, but some of them won't on Friday. So, hands on the chest, we'll go through Sarpa to Ardha Bhuja. Inhale. Down on the left. Folding, exhale. Shifting, exhale. Trunk up, empty. Inhale, power the leg. Down on the right. Fold. Shift. Trunk up. Inhale. Down on the left. Inhale. Down on the right. One more set, down on the left. Trunk up. Down on the right, shifting across slowly to the left, Ardha Bhuja. Right hand down, turn on the ball of the left foot, bring the knee forward, sit on the heel. Exchange the hands, those that can, you can fold as the elbow bends out. Stay low to the front leg as you shift across. Hands on the floor, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Right foot steps again. Inhale. Exhale in the lunge, back leg firm. Left fingertips down. Right arm sweeps, turn, sit on the right heel. Bring the knee forward with the hip. Turn the waist. Then fold. Shift across. Inhale. Exhale in the lunge. Place the hands, inhale. Step back, chaturanga, exhale. Roll up, upward dog or cobra. Back to downward dog, exhale. Stay in the dog. Arms and legs straight. Follow the navel to the spine. Jaw relaxed, tongue up. Exhaling fully. Right foot steps, Ardha. Exhale fully. Right arm sweeps, turn, sit on the right heel. Exhale to fold. Shifting. Exhale. Place the hands, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Forward Gomukhya. Adho Mukha. Left foot steps. Inhale, trunk up. Exhale in the lunge. Left arm sweeps, turn on the left foot. Turn the waist to the right leg. Shifting. Inhale. Exhale. Turning towards the front. Inhale. Samukhanasana, legs wide. Arms together, down on the forearms, so you can take the arms out to the sides. Draw the chin towards the floor. One or the other. Pressing down to the outside of the foot. Keep the legs straight. The hips slightly forward. Breathe into the sacrum, into the pelvic floor. Exhaling, relax on the feet. Relax the jaw, the face. Couple more rounds. Fully exhale. Turn towards your right leg. Place the hands either side of the right leg. Step back, down dog. And slowly let the knees come down to the floor. Keep them wide apart, big toes together. Sit back in simple frog. Hands either side of the head. Forehead between the hands on the floor. Let the shoulders relax. Let the hips release down towards the heels. Long, slow exhalations. Relax the jaw, any tension in the face. Fully exhaling as you push yourself up slowly. So you're going to need some space behind you. So we come to the front of the mat. Or thereabouts. Have your knees wide again, big toes together. Sit either to the inside of your heels or on your heels. If you can sit on the floor in front of your heels in Manjugasa, you can do that. And then we're going to come back, keeping the knees on the ground, go back onto the elbows. So press the tops of the feet down, the tops of the shins down. And as you press your elbows into the floor, open the chest and release the head back. If you're not comfortable taking the head back, just look straight ahead. You can take the head back, keep pushing down through the forearms and elbows to lift the spine into the body as you extend the chin back. Long, slow exhalations below the navel. Keep pressing down through the elbows to lift the spine up. A few more rounds. And slowly as you inhale, lift the head. Place the hands back one at a time where the elbows were. And push yourself up. We're going to bring the knees together. Bring your ankles together so you're on the tops of your feet, ankles together, sitting on your heels. You're opening the tops of the feet straight back, hands on your knees. Take the kidneys slightly back so you're not leaning forward, bringing the kidneys forward, take them slightly back, sit down onto the heels, and we'll interlace the fingers, palms up. Exhale, navel back, lift out of the waist, side waist, back waist. We're going to turn the waist, so press up from elbow to wrist. Inhaling, turn the waist to the left as you exhale. Head follows the waist, not head first, head last. Inhale to the center. Stretch up out of the side waist, back waist. Exhale to the right. Navel to the spine. Let's do one more. So inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. And one more to the right. Inhale into the center. Release the arms, exhale. And arms out to shoulder height. Turn from the wrist, upper arm, across the left on top. Garuda arms. If you can, you hold the top wrist with the bottom hands. If not, palm to palm is fine. And turn that top wrist to your, probably your right. Relax the forearm, the elbows down slightly as you keep the wrists in line with the eyes, so not too high with the arms. You want to feel like you can press the forearms, elbows together and create broadness across the upper back. If you lift the hands up too high, then you lose that broadness. Follow the navel to the spine. Exhaling fully. Releasing the arms out, inhale. Change the turn from the wrist, upper arm. Keep the ankles squeezing in together so you stay right on the top of the feet. Pressing the forearms, elbows together. And exhale fully. Now, release the arms. So we're going to try to move towards Gomukhasana. So I'll do it from back. So staying on the heels, you're just going to take that left leg in front. And you want to bring it back so that the feet are pretty much pointing straight back. As opposed to this, I'm not going to try and sit between my heels, I'm going to try and sit on my heels. So feet have to be very close as you can together. And you're going to see if you can come upright. And at least initially you'll see that my hip is lifted. So I'm just going to try and balance here. Which is the tricky part. Just balance. So try to have the feet as close as you can, pointing straight back. you've got upright with the spine, and we'll go back into Garuda arms again. So what you might try to do is bring your feet apart so you can squat and sit down lower. But you might have to stay upright, away from your heels at first. It's quite strong on the legs. If you can't balance, you can just use your fingertips on the floor. And we're going to release the arms. And you're going to change legs, so taking the left leg behind the right. So take the knee right behind the front knee, feet pointing straight back. Start to take your hips towards that bottom heel. And we'll change the arms in front. So top leg and top arm are opposite sides. Press into the feet. Find your balance, top, bottom shin. That's your left shin pressing into the floor, top of the left foot. Or you can press into the feet, the more balance you'll find. And then over time you start to sink towards the heel without losing the closeness of the feet. Couple more breaths. And release the arms. And then you can release the legs to the side. Okay, so to be patient with that one, particularly if you find the balance is very challenging. It just takes a little while. And it's one where it's easy to cheat, where you start taking your feet wider apart, where they really have to stay close. Because the classical version is the arms are in Gomukhasana, which is even harder again. So we'll sit in Sukhasana. So take your less dominant leg forward of the other. And then you're going to take your less dominant arm behind you. So for me it's my left, it might be right for you. And then the other arm on top. Press the head back. Pull slightly on the top hand with the bottom hand as you keep the head pressing back. Take your breath in, and we're going to go forward. So keep your weight on your sit bones, on your tailbone as you bring your hairline forward. I'm working the tops of my feet slightly towards my shins. Use your inhale to lengthen the chest forward and press the head slightly back against the arms. So it's not just down, you have to lengthen a little forward as well. Keep the hips grounded, sitting on the back of the sit bones. Slowly exhale. Slowly come up as you inhale. Then release the arm. Now we're going to change legs. And then change arms. Those of you who can sit comfortably in Padmasana, you can do this in Padmasana as well. Pressing the head back. Pull gently on the top hand with the bottom hand. Sit right on the tailbone, right on the anus. Inhaling. Slowly. Folding from the waist, hairline forward. Keep lengthening the sternum away from the navel as you inhale. Try not to come off your base as you exhale. And exhaling fully. Inhale to come up. Exhale, release. Straighten the legs out. Dandasana, hands beside the hips, shoulders over the hips, engaging the tops of the feet back towards the shins. Press the backs of the legs into the floor. And keeping that right leg straight as you bend the left knee, bring the foot towards you, and with the hand at the last note, bring the foot across over the top of the thigh, sit the hip forward a little, holding the big toe. Pin that left foot to the floor with the right hand, square the waist, face forward. Inhale, look up, and exhale, fold. Hairline to the knee. Focus on bringing that right waist, right kidney forward on the exhalation. Fully exhale. Inhale to come up slowly. Changing the legs. Sit the hip forward a little. Straight leg firm. Inhale, lift the collarbones. Waist facing forward. Slowly exhale, fold. Focus on drawing that left kidney, left lung forward on the exhale. Couple more breaths. Relaxing the jaw. And slowly as you inhale to come up. Place the feet flat on the floor, hip distance apart. We'll do the simple version of Purva Uttanasana, so hands good distance back, fingers facing forward. Exhale to the navel. Hold the navel towards the spine as you inhale to come up. Sacrum lifts, knees track forward, head back gently. Push down through the hands and the heels to lift the hip up higher. Exhale below the navel. One more breath. Head forward as you inhale. Hip down as you exhale. Crossing the legs in front so you can come into Sukhasana or Padmasana. I think some of the screens are frozen on me. I hope you can still